It's time now for the PHL News Evening Report for this Tuesday, September 2nd, 2014. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, and here's what's happening here. Our top story at 5 is the Islamic militant group ISIS cut off the head of an American journalist in a video made public Tuesday following threats it may want to beheaded another American 2 weeks ago and invited to keep killing unless the United States stopped it. Here. Barack Obama lands in a nervous Estonia this morning for talks with the leaders of the Baltic states who will demand the United States and NATO take firmer steps to bolster their security amidst the continuing crisis in eastern Ukraine. In Phoenix, a 9-year-old girl who fatally shot a gun range instructor with a Uzi submachine gun last week told her mother afterward that the weapon was too much for her to handle and had hurt her shoulder, according to the sheriff's report released. Just hours after Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay pleaded guilty to his charge of driving while intoxicated in Indiana court, he received an additional punishment from the NFL for 6 games and fined $500,000 by NFL after his DUI plea. The United Nations, the international group, talked about our borders, warned Tuesday that the world is losing their battle against Ebola and lamented that their treatment centers in West Africa had been reduced to a place where people go to die alone. One United States opening band, Peng Shuai, said that she did not relish being the highest-ranked Chinese player in the tournament, preferred in the win. Lin Ai wasn't around, absorbing most of the pressure and tension from the Chinese fans when became. In Washington, the U.S. drone targeted the leader of the Al-Qaeda-linked Al-Shabaab group in a strike in southern Somalia on Monday, defense officials confirmed. Geneva, thousands of Nigerians have fled vicious attacks by Boko Haram and sought refuge in Cameroon in the past 10 years. Or 10 days, officials on Cameroon and the United Nations say. European Union issues similar statements. Lieberman defends Israel's decision, says Israel's policy is to focus on settlement blocks. Interpol issued its notice on August 29th in a search for Asha King, a 5-year-old who has brain cancer. His parents took him from a British hospital where he's being treated and was arrested in Spain. The corruption case that could send former Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell and his wife to federal prison was enhanced to say jurors who must decide whether the couple should shoulder influence of office to a wealthy vitamin executive seeking legitimacy. In St. Charles, Missouri, the man who persuaded a rural Missouri town in the state to invest millions of bonds and incentives for an artificial sweetener plant that never materialized pleaded guilty Tuesday to 3 felony charges. Here, another day, another fight about reclining seats on a U.S. airline flight in third serious airline leg room incident 2 days. An angry passenger caused yet another flight to divert on Monday night. A federal appeals court in Manhattan spent nearly 2 hours Tuesday peppering the government and a civil liberties group with questions about the legality of the National Security Agency's bulk collection of phone records. A U.S. court in Texas has heard arguments under the Tuesday indicates over the law requiring voters to present photo identification, a move that the state's Republican leaders say this will prevent fraud, while plaintiffs called it a step to suppress minority turnout. U.S. stocks fell Tuesday, pulling back from the gains in August with a large just monthly increase for Dow Industrials and S&P 500 the stock report in a couple of minutes. Here, Dollar stores aren't actually the cheapest stores, as Dollar General is boosting a bit to buy. Rival Family Dollar to approximately $9.1 billion has said now willing to more than double the number of stores it would shed to. In New York, Home Depot may be the latest retailer to suffer a credit card data breach. The Atlanta-based home improvement retailer told the Associated Press on Tuesday that it is looking into the unusual activity and it was working with both banks and law enforcement officials. Here, in Frankfurt, it is getting harder and harder to find free parking for large sums of euros in a battered regional economy, further shaken by Russia's tensions with Ukraine. And European investors' search for safety has become so desperate that some are even. Dunkin' Donuts opened its first traditional store in Southland and Santa Monica on Tuesday. In New York, the circulation smartwatches are one of the hottest categories in wearable tech right now, and Apple expects to announce one soon, and Android announced a ton of new features meant to integrate smartwatches in an ecosystem at Google I/O in June. Doctors have started bringing Joan Rivers out of her medically induced coma, according to New York Daily News. The process began on Sunday. An engraving found at a cave in Gibraltar may be the most compelling evidence for yet for Neanderthal art. The pattern, which bears a passing resemblance to the grid for a game of noughts and crosses, was inscribed on the back of the Gorham cave. 5 gecko lizards launched into space by Russia as part of a sex experiment have all died. Scientists have hoped that lizards could offer some insights in weightlessness and sexual behavior. The findings are unlikely to be the final salvo of what has been the long and often contentious data about what foods are best to eat for weight loss and overall health. An American doctor working in a library has tested positive for the Ebola virus after working with obstetric patients at a military hospital in Monrovia, the Christian organization SMUSA said on Tuesday. One organizers announced on Tuesday distributed more than $18 million to the victims of the Boston Marathon bombings. A one-foot man was charged with shooting fireworks from a boat near Logan Airport as a suspect. Stephen Hines was charged with shooting fireworks from the boat here. And as this video claims that she'll be heading the second U.S. journalist with New Hampshire ties. The Boston University study suggests that Facebook users are more likely to be unhappy in their marriage. Inspectional services visit the MIT fraternity after an 18-year-old woman fell from a third-floor window at the Lambda Chi Alpha. Taunton police take wagons stolen from special needs boys as the Deutsche family said they were overwhelmed by social media support they received after the wagon was allegedly stolen. Passengers were thrilled and excited as a brand new Assembly Square MBTA station in Somerville opens today as a $29 million station in its first new stop opened in about 27 years by the MBTA. Massachusetts Secretary of State Bill Galvin thinks that there will be a very low turnout predicted for the Massachusetts primary elections next week. Federal investigators are trying to figure out what caused a small plane crash on Labor Day in Northampton, New Hampshire, killing an experienced pilot and passenger. One Worcester resident said he received a tornado warning and for 4 minutes after the storm passed, it said he wants a better warning system. College students around the city of Boston are moving their housing units Monday as city inspectors check in their units. Peter Channel News on 506. Let's take a look at our stock market report here on this Tuesday evening here in the U.S. stocks finish mixed here. Dow Jones 17,067.56 down 389. SP 500 2002.28 down 109. Nasdaq 4590.19 up 1792. In the European markets here, DAX 9507.02 up 27.99, FTSE 6829.17 up 386, and CAC 4370.33 down 140. In the Asian markets here, Nikkei 15668.60 up 192, Shanghai 2266.05 up 30.53, and HSI 24749.02 down 307. Oil markets here, 93.27 down 269, Brent 100.57 down 222, and natural gas 3.897 down 168 thousandths of a point. In the gold markets here, 1266 down 21.40, silver 19.19 down 302 thousandths of a point, and copper 31.1575 down 3 thousandths of a point. In the bonds here, US 10-year yield 2.4229 up 78 thousandths of a point, Germany 10-year yield 0.928% down 3 thousandths of a point, and Germany's 10-year yield 0.538% up 7 thousandths of a point. And in the FX bonds there, European US dollar 1.3129 down 2 thousandths of a point, US dollar Japanese yen 105.108 up 1 hundredths of a point, and Great Britain US dollar 1.6468 down 1 thousandths of a point here. Okay, let's take a look at the sports here. Take a look at a sports review here. For the second time in 2 chances, the Russian duo of Elena Vesina and Ekaterina Makova have defeated Williams sisters this time in the quarterfinals of the US Open on Tuesday 7-6 and 6-4. An opening week which many top teams saw some, but managed to come away with wins. The Amway coach poll saw a few changes in the preseason rankings there. And take a look at the top 25 here, and it shows Georgia jumps into the top 10 of the Amway coaches poll. The Dallas Cowboys plan to bring Michael Sam to Dallas for a physical Wednesday, a source told ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter. If all goes well, Sam will be a Cowboy signed to the team's practice squad, the sources said. Berea, Ohio. Johnny Manziel might not have won the starting quarterback job in Cleveland, but the Browns are hoping that the rest of the AFC North is still thinking about the dynamic first round pick. And tonight, the Red Sox will be up in New York taking on New York Yankees. Joel Kelly and the man for the Red Sox, Sean Green. For the Yankees, game time 7:10 p.m. at Yankee Stadium. Peter Channel News on 509. Time now for Travel Report on this Tuesday evening here, and it shows. Take a look. Starting a greater. But first, we're gonna have an incident here in Lee, Massachusetts, on Interstate 90 Mass Pike eastbound. An accident with a 10 multi-car vehicle with a boat flipped over here, so trust up the second time in that area. So it's on Lee, Massachusetts on the Mass Pike. So it is backed up from Route 7 of Great Barrington down through Lenox here, so trust up the extra time in that area here. And moving to the greater Boston area, where stuff is expressing a southbound side slope from the Pike all the way down to the split. Mass Pike, both sides slope from BU all the way down to the Logan Airport here, and Mass Pike to the westbound side backed up from the Austin Brighton tolls all the way down to Route 128 on the westbound side of Mass Pike, eastbound Pike, slope from the 128 due to a couple of accidents here. Mass Pike, an accident on Mass Pike eastbound after you pass 120 near Route 16 in Newton. Another accident on Mass Pike on the eastbound side. Near exit 17 on Mass Pike, accident eastbound on the westbound side in Brighton here. Tippin Tunnel slow on both ends here. 93 on the northbound side. Slope from the Tippin Tunnel and the Zakin Bridge all the way out to Route 129 in Wilmington. It's backed up for a lot of miles due to an accident 93 north after you pass 128 in Reading here. 128 on the northbound side, slow from Route 3 in Burlington all the way down through Wakefield here. 129 on the southbound side, slow from 2A in Lexington all the way out to Route 9 in Wellesley, and slow from Great Plain Avenue them all the way down through Route 24 in Randolph here, and Route 128 North 93 South will slow from 37 in Braintree all the way down to 24 in Canton here. 95 southbound slow from 128 in Canton all the way down to Route 27 in Sharon, and Route 128 southbound accident in Dedham near Route 1, so try to have some extra time to that area here. Take a look up north here, Route 3 on the northbound side, slow from Route 3, Route 128 in Burlington all the way up in the Bill Ricker here. 93, 95, 15 from 128 to the 93 northbound, a little accident around Route 113 in Lawrence, Missouri, so try to stop the time as 93 north a little slow around the long stretch here. 495 northbound a little slow around Lawrence from Route 114 to around exit 44. Route 495 south a little slow from 133 in Tewksbury all the way down for Route 4 in Chelmsford here. 9515 from 128 to the New Hampshire border. Route 120 on the westbound side a little slow from Route 35 in Denver all the way down for Route 114 in Peabody, doing an accident 128 southbound near Route 114 in Peabody here, so trust them some extra patience in that area here. And 495 is Mulholland Filing from Westboro all the way down for Wareham. Route 24 southbound also from 495 in Raynham all the way down for Route 44 in Raynham. But otherwise, Route 3 is Mulholland Filing, except for a few slow spots around the split. But otherwise, you're good to go from Braintree all the way down for Sagamore Bridge. Route 25 on the eastbound side a little slow around Route 6 in Buzzards Bay, and Route 20 on the northbound side a little slow around with the Bourne Rotary here. And take a look at Providence area traffic outlook here. 95 south a little slow from Pawtucket curves down for downtown Providence. 95 southbound through 295 to Route 4 in East Greenwich, a little slow from Mark to East Greenwich here. 610 connector slow on the southbound side from 95 down for Route 6 in Johnson here. Route 195 westbound a little slow from Route 114 in East Providence all the way down for 95 in Providence, and Route 146 on the northbound side a little slow from 295 in Lincoln all the way up into North Smithfield here. And Jamestown and Borden Bridge is a Monfine, and Sagamore Bridge is a Monfine, and Jamestown and Newport Bridge is a Monfine here. Okay, let's take a look at a weather report here. Our current conditions here in Norton, Massachusetts at 5 o'clock are 86 degrees of temperature with fair skies, humidity of 59%, wind speed south 13, gusting at 23 miles per barometer. 29.81 inches, doable about 78 degrees, and visibly 10 miles, heat index 91 degrees here. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions around the region here on this Tuesday, the day after Labor Day here, and we have a temperature of 89 degrees of temperature right now in Boston. It's 89 in Pittsburgh, 73 in Bedford, 78 in Beverly, 81 in Gloucester, 81 in Worcester, 80 in Pittsburgh, pair of 85s in Sturbridge, and Milford, 80 in Webster, 80 in Newton, 80 in Taunton, 85 in Bedford, 90 in Plymouth, 81 in Provincetown, 75 in Chatham, 82 in Falmouth, 72 in Cape Cod Bay, 79 in Martha's Vineyard, 78 in Nantucket, 79 in Block Island, 82 in Wesley and in Smithfield, 88 in Providence, it's 81 out in Montauk, 87 in Islip, 87 in New York City, it's 82 in Long Island Sound, it's 85 in Bridgeport, 89 in New Haven, 87 in Danbury, 88 in Waterbury, 90 in Meriden, 89 in Hartford, 92 in Windsor, it's 91 in Springfield, 82 in Amherst, 84 in Greenfield, 82 in Pittsfield, 81 in Northampton, 81 in Albany, 83 in Bennington, 79 in Brattleboro, Vermont, it's 82 in Keene, New Hampshire, 82 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 79 in Concord, New Hampshire, 77 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 78 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 73 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and it's 75 up in Portland, Maine here. Okay, take a look at our map situation here. So, cold front to New Mexico, warm front from the Texas and Oklahoma Panhandle, stretching down for Kansas and Station Front from Missouri, stretching down for the Great Lakes and Cold Front from Michigan, stretching up in Ontario and up in Quebec, connecting Warm Front from Quebec, stretching and curving away down for Quebec, down for Maine, and stretching down for Atlantic Canada with a warm Station Front there, and a pink front up in Quebec here. And in front of me from Western New England, stretching down to the Appalachians. In front of me off the Midland coastline there. Another front of me from northern eastern Texas and stretching in Arkansas down for western Tennessee and Kentucky. And in front of me from north central Wisconsin up into Lake Superior. And two front of me from western Alberta, stretching in Saskatchewan here. And in front of me down for California. In front of me from western Utah and down for Arizona. And in front of me from Wyoming, stretching up in the eastern Montana and up in the North Dakota and up in the Manitoba here. And we got high pressure in the eastern Idaho and central Colorado and southeastern Nebraska and eastern Arkansas and the down through west central portions of Florida. And we got low pressure in north central California, western Arizona, eastern Nebraska, eastern Mexico, north central Illinois, eastern Ontario, southwestern Manitoba, and southeastern Washington State. And southwestern British Columbia got high pressure in eastern Idaho, central Colorado, and southeastern Nebraska, and Florida Panhandle and southeastern Nebraska, and low pressure off New Brunswick and Ontario here. 87 degrees of temperature right now in Burlington, Vermont. It's 70 in Buffalo, New York. It's 82 in Pittsburgh, 93 in Washington, D.C., 81 in Atlanta, 89 in Miami, 91 in Brownsville, 93 in Dallas, Texas, 79 in Kansas City, 81 in Chicago, 77 in Detroit, 77 in Minneapolis, it's 67 in Great Falls, Montana, 64 in Seattle, 73 in San Francisco, 77 in Los Angeles, 99 in Las Vegas, 104 in Phoenix, 88 in Albuquerque, 80 in Denver, and 83 out in Salt Lake City, Utah. Here. Take a look at a radar scope here and take a look at it. Shows one cell of thunderstorms around the Worcester County area. It's going to be in Grafton and Milford and around from Framingham down to Milford in the next few minutes here. And another cell off the Cape Bandits moving out to sea. And another cell went through New Hampshire, moving out to sea again. As we're zooming it out, and it shows a spotty rain showers and few storms in west central portions of Maine and a lot of showers and storms from the northwestern Maine and eastern Quebec border here. And to the west of us, this is me, the front that's going to bring us some cooler weather in the line of front from Quebec, stretching it down for upstate, central, and western New York, down for western Pennsylvania, and it's stretching all the way down through the western Virginia, down for Kentucky, Tennessee, and spotty showers and storms around the southeastern portion of the United States, from Florida and Georgia and South Carolina, stretching in the Gulf States, down for eastern Texas and up in the northeastern portion of Mexico. Here, spotty showers and storms up in the northeastern Minnesota, stretching in the east central UP and Michigan, and up in Ontario, and then down to western Quebec. Here. And a lot of the rain showers in south central Manitoba, stretching in northwestern Minnesota, and down northeastern North Dakota here. And a lot of rain showers from western portions of Washington State, up in the British Columbia, and down to Alberta, and down to Saskatchewan. Some spotty sleet pelts around southeastern British Columbia, down to the southwestern portions of Alberta. White Butte, South Dakota. Good evening. 74 degrees with clear skies here. And take a look at a satellite loop here, and it shows a line of clouds from Quebec, stretching in on from Newfoundland, stretching in Quebec, and then down through eastern Great Lakes, down through the Wire Valley, and stretching in Tennessee Valley, and down through the Gulf States here, and a line of clouds from the Carolinas, stretching in Georgia, up in around northern and western portions of Florida, and a line of spotted clouds from New Mexico, and a line of clouds from North Dakota, stretching in eastern Montana, and a line of clouds from West Washington State, British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, up to Ontario, and then up to the northern Great Lakes here, and a line of clouds coming from Mexico here. Take a look at our tropics here. Take a look at the latest tropic outlook here. Okay, the latest on Tropical Storm Dolly here. It is 45 mile per hour wind gusts. Movement west by 12 miles per hour. Central location 22.0 in the north, 97.0 to the west. Here. And the latest 5 o'clock public advisory on Hurricane Center for Miami on Tropical Storm Dolly. Location 22.0 in the north, 97.0 to the west, about 6 miles, 95 kilometers east southeast of Tampico, Mexico, and about 135 miles, 215 kilometers south-southeast of La Pesca, Mexico. Maximum sustained winds 45 miles per 75 kilometers an hour, and present movement west of 270 degrees at 12 miles per 19 kilometers an hour. Minimum central pressure 1,004 millibars at 29.65 inches. And A tropical storm warning is effective. Cabo Roja to Barra, El Mexico, Mexico. And tropical storm warning means that the tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area, and in this case within the next 12 hours. For storm information specific to your area, please monitor products issued by your local National Meteorological Service. Here, at 4 p.m. Central Time, 20 on UTC, the center of Tropical Storm Dolly was located near latitude 22.0 to the north, longitude 97.0 to the west. Dolly is moving toward the west near 12 miles per 19 kilometers on this. General motion is expected to continue over the next day or so. On the forecast track, the center will cross the coast within the warning area this evening and overnight and continue moving inland over the northeastern Mexico on Wednesday. Maximum sustained winds are near 45 miles per 75 kilometers and with higher gusts and little change in strength in the forecast before landfall. Weakening will occur after Dolly moves inland and the system is expected to dissipate by Thursday. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 140 miles, 220 kilometers from the center. The latest minimum central pressure experienced from reconnaissance aircraft data is 1,004 millibars or 29.65 inches. Here. Rainfall. Dolly is expected to produce rainfall amounts of 5 to 10 inches, estimated maximum amounts of 15 inches across Metro de Tamaulipas and Nuevo Leon, as well as Nova Veracruz and eastern San Luis Potosi, Mexico. For Wednesday evening, this rainfall is expected to cause life-threatening flash floods and mudslides in areas of mountainous terrain, and wind tropical storm conditions are expected to begin in portions of the warning area within the next few hours and continue overnight hours. There. And take a look at Tropical Storm Norbert here. It is now 40 mile per hour wind gusts, 18.5 to the north, 106.5 to the west, and movement north about 9 miles per hour here. And it's located about 150 miles, 240 kilometers west southwest of Manzanillo, Mexico, and about 375 miles, 605 kilometers southeast of the southern tip of the Baja California. The latest advisory at 5 o'clock. Change with this advisory. The government of Mexico has issued a tropical storm watch for Baja California surf from La Paz southward around the southern tip of the Baja California Peninsula northward to Santa Fe. Summary watches and warnings in effect. The tropical storm watch is in effect for La Paz to Santa Fe, Mexico, and tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are possible within watch area, generally within 48 hours. For storm information specific to your area, please monitor products issued by your local National Meteorological Service. Here. Discussion and 48-hour outlook at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, 20 on UTC. The center of tropical storm Norbert was located near latitude 18.5 to the north, longitude 106.5 to the west, and Norbert is moving toward the north near 9 miles per 15 kilometers an hour. The storm should turn toward the northwest overnight and then turn toward the west-northwest by late Wednesday into the Thursday. On the forecast track, Norbert should begin moving away from the coast of the southwestern Mexico overnight and approach the southern tip of the Baja California Peninsula on Thursday. And maximum sustained winds are near 40 miles per 65 kilometers an hour, with fire gusts and some strength in its forecast during the next 48 hours. And then tropical storm force winds extend outwards up to 60 miles per 95 kilometers an hour from the center. The estimated minimum central pressure is 1,004 millibars or 29.65 inches. Here, wind tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area by Thursday afternoon, and rainfall. Nobody expected to produce amounts of 2 to 4 inches over Colima and western parts of the Michoacan and Jalisco in southwestern Mexico for Wednesday. Here. Okay, take a look at a forecast discussion around the country here. There'll be slight risk of severe thunderstorms over a portion of the lower Great Lakes and central Appalachians here, and heavy rain possible over the parts of the upper Great Lakes, and the front extending from the northeast will southwestward to the Mid-Atlantic, then westward to the Southern Plains will move off the northeast Mid-Atlantic coast by Wednesday evening. The western portion of the country will lift northward to the upper Midwest of the warm front by Thursday, and showers and thunderstorms will develop along the near the boundary from the northeast to the Mid-Atlantic states and across the Tennessee Valley to the parts of the Southern Plains will likewise move eastward off the northeast coast by Wednesday morning, and the showers and thunderstorms will rain over the parts of the Carolinas into the parts of the central Gulf Coast on Wednesday evening. In addition, upper level and pulses extending from the southern Mid-Atlantic to the central Gulf Coast on the British, and showers and thunderstorms over the parts of the southeast to the central Gulf Coast Wednesday evening and Thursday. In the meantime, the western end of the front will lift northward as a warm front from the Southern Plains and upper Midwest, and the boundary will merge with another front moving eastward after the Nova Rockies on Wednesday evening along the northward moving front. Moisture from the Gulf of Mexico will surge northward into the upper Great Lakes by Thursday morning, the moisture and the lift provided by the boundary will produce in showers and thunderstorms over parts of the middle upper Mississippi Valley and move northward into the upper Mississippi Valley and upper Great Lakes by Wednesday into the Thursday morning. Here. Meanwhile, upper level energy over the parts of the northwest will move eastward to the northern plains, central Canada by Thursday, and the energy will produce rain over parts of the northwest and parts of the Nova Rockies on Tuesday evening and Wednesday morning. Here. The storm will produce an area of light to moderate rain over the parts of the northern and high plains on Wednesday morning into the parts of the northern plains by Thursday, and the showers and thunderstorms will also develop over the parts of the upper Mississippi Valley on Thursday morning. Here. Elsewhere, moisture associated with the tropical storm Dolly will produce showers and thunderstorms over the western Gulf Coast by Thursday. Tropical storm Dolly is forecast to move in the east coast of Mexico overnight Tuesday. And see the latest NHC advisory for the most current track and intensity for a more upper level energy off the east coast of Florida will move westward to the southern tip of Florida by Thursday, and the enough energy will aid in producing showers and thunderstorms over the area by Thursday. Yeah? Take a look at our forecast discussion. Here in New England, a cold front will cross the region tonight and will be accompanied by scattered showers and thunderstorms beyond the front, dry, much less humid air overspreads the area Wednesday and Thursday, and humidity will once again increase by the end of the weekend as the next cold front brings the risk for more scattered showers and thunderstorms Friday night into Saturday. More autumn-like weather falls Sunday and into at least early next week with cool and less humid conditions here. And near-term forecast until 6 a.m. Wednesday morning, 4 p.m. update here. Showers and thunderstorms from the prefrontal light trail will continue to move eastward and eventually offshore over the next hour or two. A few isolated showers are possible across the interior, but with a lack of deep moisture, they will struggle to grow late this afternoon. Increase in interest and note after the storms pass many sites drop down in the mid-70s for temperatures, but because of how juicy and tropical the air mass is, they bounce back up in the 90 degrees within an hour. And aside from a few isolated thunderstorms this afternoon, expect a mostly quiet evening before the cold front approaches later tonight. And speaking of that, strong cold front will move across the northeast overnight. This front is expected to move into the western zones around 0204Z and offshore between 10 and 12Z. And anticipate convection will be ongoing and as it approaches the region per amount of the surface and heating dynamics of out ahead of the western CWAs. By the time it approaches the region, a good amount of stability will be lost, so we may see dynamic convection out of some models, especially high resolution guidance shows about 500 JKG of Cape lingering by the time the front edge approaches on a possible instability. 850 millibar LJ does increase as a fact. Guidance shows that 0.60 kilometers shear increases to 25 knots, but it is a 1 kilometer shear but that increases to 30-40 knots. And let's say K-index plume moves over the region during this time frame. Given the region, the moisture they need for thunderstorms continue. Therefore, believe it that all the ingredient mentioned allow for a few strong, perhaps a severe storm as the front moves in the region. Keep in mind that this is an overnight event which is not in the northeast favor per climatological, but conditions do show that a few strong storms are possible. Lastly, even though the region did see some action today, the atmosphere did bounce back very well after the storms passed. As far as moves, but the K-index fell as well as the instability do drop after 06C, so that the chance for any convection to occur dissipates significantly. In fact, the showers and thunderstorms from the front will fragment and becoming very isolated in nature by this time frame and may even struggle to reach the east coast. With the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, I believe that a few showers will reach, so continue the slight chest pop for now. And overnight temperatures will struggle to drop as cloud cover will remain the temperatures from rainy down of overnight, and the dew points will remain in the 70s until frontal passage here. And take a look at our weather notes here. Norwood and Boston reached the 90 degree club with 92 degrees, and Nashua, New Hampshire, and Beverly, Massachusetts, 90 degrees here. And Logan Airport of Boston hit 93 degrees about 1:57 p.m. here. And sticky dew points right now in the upper 60s to low 70s, and tomorrow's has to be 75 to 87 degrees. And tonight's lows we will see 71 for Boston, 71 for New York City, 68 for Hartford, 67 for Worcester, 65 for Concord, 65 for Portland, Maine, 62 in Rutland, Vermont, and 64 for Albany, New York. So tonight's temperature range for today predicted, we will see 62 to 71 degrees there. Okay. Take a look at the Futurecast radar here. And a couple of storms are going to make its way, but they're going to disappear in the overnight hours. And the overnight hours, we will see a line. This is the front bands of heavy showers of thunderstorms from western New England and eastern New York down from New York City, Philadelphia by about midnight. And then 2 a.m. will make its way down for eastern Connecticut and central Massachusetts up in New Hampshire and up in western Maine by about 2 o'clock. And then when it gets into eastern Massachusetts, it'll run out of gas. Although we can see a couple of batches of showers and thunderstorms on the seacoast, New Hampshire, and southern Maine by about 4 o'clock, and it'll move out of here by about 8 o'clock in the morning here, bringing a sunny and a pleasant day on tap in store for tomorrow here, as we take a look at our view from the outside here. And it shows a humid night on tap here. It was hot out. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For tonight, Saturday showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m. Then Saturday showers and thunderstorms after 2 a.m. Podcast skies will low to 70 degrees. The top wind about 69 miles per hour. Transportation 20%. For Wednesday, sun skies and 87 degrees. Northwest wind about 5 to 8 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear skies low 56 degrees and calm wind. Thursday, sun skies and 85 degrees and calm wind becoming southwest about 6 miles per the afternoon. Thursday night, mostly clear skies low 63 degrees. Friday, mostly sun skies and 87 degrees. Friday night, podcast skies low 68 degrees. Saturday, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Part sun skies 83 degrees and chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Both skies low 60 degrees and chance of precipitation 50%. For Sunday, part sun skies 73 degrees. Saturday night, podcast skies low 54 degrees. Monday, sunny to most sun skies 74 degrees. Monday night, podcast skies low 54 degrees. And for Tuesday, most sun skies 74 degrees. Pairs, what a phrase of the evening. A human dining tap and a pleasant Wednesday and Thursday tap for tomorrow. This is BJ with a good evening with a good positive. I'll be back for the late night report at 11 o'clock on the Period Channel News. Have a good evening with a good positive attitude. Here.